everybody. How are you doing? And it's nice to have you here. I'm kind of rushing because it's almost lunch, but I think we're going to be a little late today. What are you guys doing where you are? I know sometimes it's the opposite of what we're doing, but it's almost lunchtime here and the weather just turned. Like it is freezing at nights here now. And there are no cracks in my windows now. The orchids are going to have gotten all the cold they're going to get because that would be too cold coming in my window. So I've had quite a few questions in the last while. I hope to answer some of them. And somebody said, how many orchids have you got? And every time I go to counting them, I'm messing up. But anyway, all the orchids are here because this is what watering day looks like. Except there's 2 cymbidiums out in the greenhouse. There's 2 dendrobiums in the window in the living room. And there's 2 slipper orchids in there. Otherwise, this is all my orchids right here. And thank you for all the people that are putting all the pictures of all their orchids. I'm sure a lot of you are more talented than I am. They are amazingly beautiful, and I'm enjoying it so much. And if you've sent me pictures and you haven't seen them go up, please let me know, because when I first started, I could have made a mistake. And I'm getting used to this new email program. And also, I hear somebody in the background sneaking around, getting candies. Why don't you wave and say hello? Over here. Okay, I don't know. Did you see that? Anyway, he better get a snack because lunch might be late. So he just made me forget everything I was thinking about. Okay, I have done a few other things today when I've been watering, and I kind of separated them into what is getting spikes and what isn't. And I figure they're all the ones on this side to here. So all those that you can hardly really see, there's 16. Those are getting spikes. And on this side, these 2, and up here, there's about 15, and they do not have spikes. And then after I counted them, the ones that are 2 or 3 in a pot, then I think I might have counted a 1 or 2 wrong. I don't know. So I hope to get more. Oh, I know, we were talking about them. Yeah, if you sent me something and I never got it, please send it again. I'm getting better at it. It's a Russian email program. And I'm not Russian. Nobody, that's my disclaimer. I'm not Russian. Not that I've got anything against Russians, or I wouldn't use their email. Jack said it was a good email to use for this purpose, and it's working out good. I've had no troubles. Different when I upload the pictures, because everybody sent them in, maybe uploaded on a different program or something. Sometimes I have trouble getting the picture up there, and I have to try a few different things before I get it there. But also, when you send me pictures, whatever you want to say on the top above the picture, because I'm doing the posting, it will look like it's my orchid, but it's not. So I've been trying to make sure that I do this right. But if you can send your comment, what you want posted above your pictures, then that would be helpful for me, because I can just copy and paste. And any other questions you have, I think we've had about 80 emails. I answer questions on the email program too, and accept the pictures which go in the postings. And Also, if I read something interesting in the day, or if you go to somewhere that's interesting, you could also send me a link to whatever that is. I was doing a little research. I'm looking for that huge, big, massive, gigantic Phalaenopsis. Now, these are all hybrids. All of them. Oh, no, these three here, these little minis, which I have not had a lot of success with, they're a species. And Phalaenopsis back here, she's a species, all minis. And that one is doing better now, but the rest are all from the grocery store. They're hybrids, they're man-made. They are made so that they can survive in the homes with maybe only 40% humidity or more. They are made so that people like us can have beautiful orchids. They don't really make them so that we can rebloom them, but a lot of us know we can, and then it gives us years and years of enjoyment. So they're hybrids, they're man-made, and I'm looking for a hybrid, but I'm going to try. I'm not having any success with the grocery store, so I'm going to try a couple. We have a couple florists in town. So I'm going to go in and ask if they can get me. I was watching Miss Orchid Girl because I saw the title come up, 5 most popular hybrid orchids. And so I thought I'd go watch it. So she named the one that's the giant one that I would like with the 5-inch flowers. So she named it, and I put it in the community section if anybody else wants to see what her pics were. Years ago, before I got into orchids, I watched her, and when I get time, I still do sometimes. I enjoy her. I think she's very informative, and so I do watch her. But the one I'm looking for, and I'm going to try and find, it's Phalaenopsis, Sogo, Yukidin, and I wrote monster beside it because that was nice. And she also had another nice one called Sweet Memory, and it sounded nice too. So it was kind of interesting. So I told myself, because I have enough orchids, but if I get another one, and I do have some empty pots, if I get another one, I want to get one of these 5, or 2 of these 5. Let's start with one. If we can get one here, we're doing good, especially winter coming now. And I've had no success anywhere I've tried. And I thought about asking my brother, because he's coming up in November, to, maybe go in on the coast and find me one. But I think for him, that would just be, no, I don't think that would work either. So anyway, I watered them all today. It was my 3rd day of watering, so I had CalMag and regular Schultz fertilizer. I have moved to the high middle number. I am not doing the high nitrogen now. So I moved to the high middle number only because in my reading I found that a lot of people say it hasn't made any difference. But I also read in some very good papers that making that change is good for them and getting them off that high nitrogen for this period of growth. So they are getting, I think I'm noticing a really good growth since the seaweed extract was added to the routine. And the CalMag I think is going to be good too. So. And the tea bag, I noticed a lot of root growth coming, and that was one reason. I had 2 orchids in this pot, and I was watching those roots grow, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'll never get it out of the pot. And as it was, I had trouble. So this morning when I'm watering, and that's one reason I'm late, is I repotted them into another pot. And then I still got the one little one that wasn't, where is he? Okay, one went in a little pot and one went in here for now because he was struggling, and I noticed there was scale on him, and quite often if you see one struggling, you look real close. You take it out of the media and check, because if there is any scale or any kind of bug like that, then there is a problem. But like I say, I think with the green tea and the seaweed extract, the root growth has been really good. The leaves are way shinier than they used to be. So that's that. And somebody was asking about, these are the spikes that came on my orchids. And somebody was asking because I did this little curl on the end, and then I stick it on a pot. Now, what I found with, like if you have plastic pots, these would hold really good because, oh dear, I better put that, I'm going to drop them off. Okay. And then I better pick that up because I'm liable to trip on it. Okay, this one here, because it's a thin pot here, these fit really snugly. Now, if you're going to try and make one, you just have to hold on to one end tight. I got all kinds of things here. And then once you got it tight, and it's not hard if you've got these. I mean, you can use a pair of pliers, or you can just do this. And then turn into got three or four loops. And that clamps quite nicely onto the side of a thin pot. But the thicker pots I find were a problem. That one. I'll go get it. This is a pot that Jack drilled holes in, and you can see how thick the edge is. This is Moon Gold, one of my oldest orchids, and she's perked up too since changing and adding the seaweed extract. So she's looking good, she's in bloom, but what I did when I have a thicker pot is I actually wired it through one of the holes just to make sure it stayed. So I'll put her over here, I think. Okay, so somebody asked about that, and that's what I do. And then when you use these, because they're going on the edge of the pot, I found that I have to bend it into the center and then up, so that there it's on the edge of the pot, and you can twist these around really good. And so then you got to go into the center of the stem, wherever your spike is coming up, and just take it up like that. So as all these spikes are coming, and they're a month early for me, and they're just little babies, and I use these tools. I have a little magnifying glass and a flashlight, and when I'm curious, okay, is that one, is there a spike down there? And I'll be looking with the flashlight, you know, Inspector Gadget. So I do that too. So some of these, for the bigger pots, Jack took these big clamps, and some of them got a little rusty, but not bad, because they're up on the edge of the pot. They're not getting a lot of water. And then he soldered them on there for me somehow. But these, because they open more, and I also bend them in. But because there's always, I hate to stick something in there and hurt those roots. I really do. So that's one reason I'm doing that. So other than that, things are looking pretty good now. I wanted to be without knocking these guys over. Now here, I have, this is my oldest orchid, and she almost died on me because there's been some videos with her in, and her stem was like so long I couldn't get it in anything more. So I cut some off, and I was thinking today, I wonder how she's doing, because her leaves are looking better. She's already starting, she's getting a bit of gloss back. I don't think I'm going to let her flower if she tries. I'll probably let her rest, but I'm going to just dump some bark out. And I'm just going to show you. She lost the bottom part, but I'm just going to show you in there. You can see in there. She's got good root growth coming now. I'm going to be leaving her in this pot until she gets really good, and then for summer she'll go into a little bit bigger pot, but for now she's in there. And I haven't looked at, all this was the root. There was no leaves, and all I did was stick the root in the bark, seaweed extract, and put her in. Now I haven't looked, but we are going to look, even if it slows things down today. So what I see, you see. Okay. Here she is. So all here's the stem. I even cut more off here. This has been cut off. Plus the stem inside the mother. It was so long these are old flower spikes. It was so long from years and years of flowering, and going up, and then leaves dropping off. I'm hoping to keep more leaves in the future, but these are nice and firm. Now this one here, this one isn't, and this one needs to come off. So sometimes when you go back and you look at your orchid that you repotted, because yes, when you change the media, there's going to be some of them will not get used to the new bark. Some will just hang in there, and sometimes you'll get a growth coming off of one, but these are firm, the brown ones. They're nice and firm. This one needs to come off. There. So then, after this video, I'll put her back in the pot, and I don't know if anybody knows if she'll get roots here like a keiki, or she's just living off these roots and it'll become bigger as time goes by. So some people say, all my leaves fell off. Will my plant grow? I didn't do anything really special. I've done the plastic bag and the moss thing. I didn't have luck with it. Didn't like how it went. And then you still got to give them another change when you put them in the media. So I thought, no, they're going right in how they're going to grow. So it went right into the bark, and that's what the mother was in anyway. And the rest here fell firm, and she's growing. I'm just hoping, because she is a baby, and time will... What? I know. So that one has to go back in the pot. I'll lay that there. So I hope you'll be sending your pictures of your orchids to my channel. Any more questions, I'm glad to have them there. And I'm doing my best, but it's really nice. You can sit one day when you got nothing to do. Oh, and if you've sent me pictures, please go in and read the comments under your picture, because some people are asking questions about a particular orchid, and you won't get notified. I will, because I'm the one posting them all. At first, YouTube said you cannot post somebody else's picture. I had it was really quite interesting, but you guys are sending me these pictures to post so we can all share them. So this is how we're doing it, and this is how we're sharing it. And it's nice because, holy smokes, it's already widened my environment that's coming, and the addition to the house. Anyway, I hope you're all fine. Hi to Marianne. I hope your knee is getting better. She's one of our subscribers, and she had a water, and she just got a knee replacement. Oh my goodness. So I hope she's feeling better. Hope you're all feeling better and staying away from that flu bug and having fun with your orchids. And I want to take you and show. Remember one garage sale, I showed you this huge big pile of fabric I got, and it was upholstery fabric, and I really liked it. Well, I had started upholstering Mom's dining room seat is here. This is why we have 2 tables in the kitchen. That's Mom's old thing. And the cushions were in bad need of being done. And so I had that table. So they're both in here right now. And I want to show you what I've been doing. It's been so easy. And I got my garlic planted, so that's good because winter is creeping up really fast. So I'm going to go show you that, and I'll show you a close-up over this so you can really see. And that'll be it for today. So these are the ones with no spike yet. Lots of root growth though. And like this one's still getting leaves, so. And some are getting leaves and doing everything all at once. Now this is the one that I put in the double sewer pot not too long ago. And the leaves did suffer, but they're not going to fall off, and they are getting new leaves. So those 2 did shock, but they were pretty messy in their pot. So these are ones that are not in spike. Over here, these are all have 1 or 2 spikes coming. There's one tucked over there. This is what it's like on watering day. Goodness me. And of course, there's Early Bird. She is pretty. Very pretty. I have to make, for all these stakes I'm going to have to make for spikes, I have to make some butterflies. They all flew away in the summer. So there's Mom. Yeah. There's good root growth down there. That's good. And so now I got to get that potted. So let's go over here and I'll show you what I've been up to. This is, I always save my paper towels I use between the leaves because some of the leaves are really close together and I don't like the moisture to sit in there. So I think this one's getting a double spike. Not real sure. My spikes are small, but they're there. Oh, here we go. There we go. So I've been upholstering them because they did look like this. They're years old. So they did look like that. And they're just just wrap and staple for the bottom. And for the top, once you got the bottom off, it just comes out of there. And all you have to do is sew on each side and the top, if you can sew straight lines, and it's done. So I got 4 more chairs to do. So they're certainly going to look better. And at a garage sale, I forget what it was, $20 for this massive amount. So anyway, I hope everything's okay. I have to stop. I have to clean up this mess before lunchtime. And it's getting close over there to lunchtime. So I better go. And I hope you're all fine. And see you next time.